Hello friends, welcome back to Restart UPSC. So far we have completed questions related to puzzle set. In this video, we'll be solving questions related to data sufficiency. Now, let's go to the first question. 12 people from a club. By picking lots, one of them will host a dinner for all once in a month. The number of dinners at a particular member has to host in 1 year is. There are 12 members set and they will be picking lots. That means it's like a lottery, right? What is asking? Number of dinners a particular member has to host in 1 year. See, every month they will pick up lots, right? So there is a probability that single person can host 12 times. That means if you pick up the card, he may get the chance of hosting, right? So we can't tell whether he is getting 12 chances, 11 chances, 9 chances, right? It depends upon the lots. Okay. So the answer is cannot be predicted, right? Now, let's go to the second question. This answer is cannot be predicted. Now, second question. If A runs less fast than B, that means A less than B, and B runs as fast but not faster than C, that means C greater than B, then as compared to A, C runs. Obviously, C runs faster than A, right? Here C is greater than B, B greater than A. That means C will always be greater than A, faster than A. Let's go to third question. A 5-storied building with floors from 1 to 5 is painted using 4 different colors and only one color is used to paint a floor. Okay. No. The middle 3 floors are painted in different colors. Okay. The second and fourth floors are painted in different colors. Okay. First and fifth floors are painted red. What is telling? It is painted red. This is also painted red. To ensure that any 2 consecutive floors have different colors, we have to check the options, right? No. What is telling? There are 5 stories and 4 colors, right? 4 different colors. Now see, let's go to statement number 3. What is telling? In the first floor, it is painted red. In fifth floor, it is painted red, right? That means definitely these 3 will be different other colors. Already there are 4 colors. Here red is taken. That means the 3 other different colors are painted to this 3 floors. And now what is asking the question? To ensure that any 2 consecutive floors have different colors. Now see, here it is red. So this will be different color. And this will be different color. This will be different color. And here also red. That means all are different colors. All the consecutive floors are different colors. That means only statement 3 is sufficient, right? Let's go to the first statement. The middle 3 floors are painted in different colors. Okay. These 3 can be painted different colors. See, if this be yellow, let this be blue, let this be red. Right? There is a possibility that here there is red and here there is black. Right? So statement 1 is not sufficient. Now let's come to statement 2. Second floor and fourth floors are painted in different colors. Okay. Different colors, right? Let's take here blue. Let's take here red. So there is a possibility that we can paint here red. So consecutive floors are not same, right? So even statement 2 is also not sufficient. So only statement 3 is sufficient to say that all the floors are painted consecutively with the different colors. Okay. Now let's go to the fourth question. 2 statements S1 and S2 are given below, followed by a question. S1. There are not more than 2 figures on any page of 51-page book. Okay. If there are 2 pages per figure, how many figures will get in total? 1 or 2. If there is only 1 figure, we'll get 51. Anything between these two, we'll get less than 100 pictures, right? No. Next to, there is at least 1 figure on every page. Okay. If there is at least 1 figure, if only 1 figure is there, we get 51 pictures, right? In between 1 and 2, we'll get less than 100. No. Are there more than 100 figures in that book? Right? Now see, from the statement 1 and statement 2, we cannot tell whether the pictures are greater than 100 or not, right? So that means definitely we can't say that whether there are 100 figures or greater than or less than it. Okay, that means both the statements together are not sufficient to answer the question. Right? The answer is C. Let's go to the fifth question. Two statements S1 and S2 are given below with regard to four numbers. Okay. Four numbers PQRS followed by a question. Now, statement number 1. R is greater than P as well as Q. That means R greater than P, R greater than Q. Statement 2. S is not the largest one. Which will be the highest one? R, right? No. What is the question? Among four numbers P, Q, R and S, which one is the largest? Okay. See, in the first statement we are just getting R is greater than P and R is greater than Q. There is also other letter S, right? And statement 1 is silent on S. Now, in the statement 2, we are getting the equation which is related to S. That means it is not the largest. So, R will be the largest, right? That means we need statement 1 and statement 2 to conclude that R is the largest number. Let me see. S1 and S2 together are sufficient to answer the question, but neither S1 alone nor S2 alone is sufficient to answer the question. Okay? This is the answer. Right? Let's go to the next question. Two statements S1 and S2 are given below, followed by a question. N is a prime number. That means N can take values 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, so on. N leaves a remainder 1 when divided by 4. 5 will be the possible value. Right? Next, 13. Right? Next, 17. Okay. If N is a unique natural number between 10 to 20, then what is N? The question is given N is between 10 to 20. That means by taking statement 1 and statement 2, what are all the possible values of N? It should be prime number, right? And it should be between 10 and 20. And it should, when it is divided by 4, the remainder should be 1. The possible values will be 13, right? Next, 17. What is asking the question? Is asking it is a unique natural number, right? But we are getting two numbers. Two numbers are satisfying, right? So S1 and S2 together are not sufficient to answer the question. No. Let's go to the seventh question. Two statements S1 and S2 are given below with regard to two numbers followed by a question. Their product is 21. Okay. A into B is equal to 21. What are all the possible values? 3 and 7, right? No. Their sum is 10. That means A plus B is equal to 10. That means here also plus 7 is equal to 10, right? So we are getting the equation. Now what is the question? What are the two numbers? Which one of the following is correct in respect of the above statements and the question? What are the two numbers? 3 and 7, right? And the question is telling just two numbers. That means it's not telling any natural number, right? So product of two numbers is 21. I can take minus 3 and minus 7 also. Now see, he's telling sum, right? That means if minus 3 and minus 1 are added, we'll get minus 10. Right? This is also one possibility is there. He's telling just two numbers, right? Not natural numbers. The integer values are also possible, right? That means we need both statement 1 and statement 2 to answer the question correctly, right? Let's see here. Right? Now, let's go to the next question. Three statements S1, S2 and S3 are given below, followed by a question. C is younger than D, but older than A and B. Statement number 1. Now, D is the oldest. Okay. D is oldest. We could able to see here. Now, A is older than B. Okay, but still S3, A greater than B, right? No. Who among the A, B, C and D is the youngest. If we take statement 1, we are getting that D is greater than C and C is greater than A and B. That means D is oldest, first one, C is second oldest. Now we need the equation between A and B, right? Now we are getting that equation between A and B in statement number 3, right? That is A is older than B. That means this fellow is least youngest. B. That means statement number 1 and statement number 3 are sufficient to answer the question. Let's go to the next question. Statement number 1. Each of A and D is heavier than each of B, E and F, but none of them is the heaviest. Let's see what is telling in the statement number 1. The statement number 1 is telling that A is greater than B, E and F. D is greater than B, E and F. A is heavier than D, but is lighter than C. From statement number 2, what we are getting? A is greater than D and C greater than A. That means who is the heaviest person? Heaviest is C, right? Total heaviest is C is heaviest. We need both the statements, right? From here, we got that A is greater than B, E and F. That means these three people are not heaviest, but we need equation between A and D, right? This equation we got from statement number 2, right? That means both the statements are required to answer the question, right? Now, let's go to the next question. So the following multiplication problem: PQ into 3 is equals to RPQ, where PQ are different digits and are not equal to 0. What is the value of PR? This should be divided by Q. What we are getting? P into Q is equals to R cube, right? See here, the same number we are getting, it is getting repeated in the units place of the product, right? That means Q can take values 0 and 5, right? Now let's consider Q can take values 0 and 5. P5 into 3 is equals to R5, 5. Right? Now see here, P5 into 3, right? Now 3 5 is a 15. Now what will be this here? 3P. Now this plus 1 carry, right? This value is equals to R5, 5. This 5 is equals to this 5. Units place. This is units place. This is also units place. Right? That means this 3P plus 1 value should be equals to R5. Right? 3P plus 1 is equals to R5. This single digit number, right? This is units place, right? That means 3P is equals to R5 minus 1. It will become R4. Right? We don't confuse. If you take R is 1, it will become 15, right? From 15, if you minus 1, what will you get? 14. Right? That's why I'm writing here R. Okay. What are all the possible values of P? P is greater than or equal to 9, right? It is a single digit number. Right? Now, in the third table, where we are getting 4 as units place, we are getting only in this case, right? That means R4 value is equals to 24. That means R is equals to 2. Right? If R is equals to 2, what will be the P value? 3 times of 8 is 24, right? That means P is equals to 8. What is asking in the question? P plus R divided by Q. We got P is equals to 8, right? R is equals to 2, and Q we got 5. Right? See, in there also, no need of calculating all these things. We have to divide it by Q, right? So we can't take 0 as value, right? Unnecessarily we have calculated all these things. Here it is. No? P plus R will be 10 divided by 5. That means what is the answer? Answer is 2, right? No. Let's go to the 11th question. Consider the question and 2 statements given below in respect of 3 cities, P, Q, and R in a state. Question: how far is city P from Q? Okay. Which of the following is correct in respect to the question and the statements? What is asking? How far is P from Q, right? See, I can take city Q is between P and R. That means total distance is what? 43 kilometers. This total distance is 43 kilometers. The distance between Q and R will be 18 kilometers, right? What is the remaining distance? 25 kilometers, right? That means distance between P and Q will be 25 kilometers. In this case, there is other case also. No, in the second case, I can take this way, right? Between P and R, it is 43 kilometers. Between R and Q, it is 18 kilometers, right? What will be the total distance? 61 kilometers, right? That means what? Both statements 1 and statement 2 are not sufficient to answer the question. Let's go to the 12th question. There are only 2 questions left. We'll complete this. The sections will be done. Now, consider the question and 2 statements given below. Question: what is the age of Manisha? Okay. Manisha is 20 years younger than her mother. That means mother is equal to 24 plus Manisha, right? Statement 2. 5 years later, the ages of Manisha and her mother will be in the ratio 3:5 after 5 years. No, mother will become this value plus 5, right? Now what is telling? Ratios between Manisha and her mother. Manisha after 5 years, right? It will become Manisha plus 5. What mother will become? Manisha plus 24 plus 5. This is equals to 3/5, right? Age of Manisha is X. Question is just asking whether statement 2 or statement 1 is sufficient or no. See, from the statement 1, we only got the equation between mother and Manisha, right? But by taking statement 1 and statement 2 together, we got the ratio. We have given the ratio. We know the relationship between mother and Manisha, right? By combining statement 1 and 2, we got the value X is equals to 31. That means we require both the statements. Last question. 6 lectures A, B, C, D, E, and F, each of 1 hour duration, are scheduled between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Consider the question and 2 statements given below. Question: which lecture is in the third period? That means this is the third period, right? Between 10 to 11. Lecture F is preceded by A and followed by C. That means A comes first, next F, next C, right? Now statement 2. There is no lecture after lecture B. That means B is the last lecture. So B will be here. We want the third period, right? Yeah. From the statements we only got that B is the last lecture and A is followed by F and C. But these values A and F can take any period between these 3, right? All these 5 periods. So that means both the statements are not sufficient to answer the question, right? Okay, friends, we have completed questions related to data sufficiency. Okay. In the next video, we will be solving the question related to blood relations. Alright? Okay, friends, let's meet in the next video. Thank you.